What if the most effective way to flirt had nothing to do with clever lines or calculated games? True attraction is a byproduct of a mind at peace with itself. It is a dance of dignity, not a plea for attention. This is how you master that dance. How to Flirt Without Losing Dignity. Stoicism, compiled and published by Stoic Dominion. Lesson 1. Cultivating quiet inner attractiveness. Imagine a quiet, steady fire burning in the hearth of a great hall on a cold winter's night. The fire does not need to shout. It does not need to perform tricks or dance frantically to get attention. It simply exists, grounded and self-contained, radiating a powerful, silent warmth and a mesmerizing light. People who enter the hall are not chased by the fire. They are naturally and willingly drawn towards it, seeking its comfort, its light, and its steady, reassuring presence. Now, imagine a handful of scattered, sputtering fireworks. They make a lot of noise. They flash erratically, and they desperately try to capture your attention for a fleeting moment before fizzling out into nothing. This is the inner conflict that defines our approach to attraction. So many of us have been taught to be the firework. We believe that to be attractive, we must perform. We must have the cleverest lines, the funniest stories, and the loudest personality. We are constantly trying to create a spark through a frantic and exhausting performance. The problem is that this firework energy, while it may get a moment of attention, is unsustainable and comes from a place of insecurity. It broadcasts a needy desire for validation, which is the very opposite of attractive. It is a performance, not a presence. The first and most foundational strategic move is to stop being the firework and to start becoming the fire. To learn the art of cultivating a quiet inner attractiveness. This is the practice of shifting your entire focus from external performance to your internal state of being. It is the understanding that true, lasting attraction is not something you do, but a quality that radiates from who you are. The core Stoic principle here is that a well-ordered mind is the source of all true power and beauty. The Stoics thought that a man whose inner world is a place of calm, self-sufficiency, and purpose possesses a natural gravity. He has a quiet, steady inner fire. He does not need to seek warmth and light from others because he generates his own. This self-contained, peaceful energy is incredibly rare and profoundly magnetic. It makes others feel safe, calm, and intrigued in your presence. They are drawn to your warmth, not because you are chasing them with it, but because it is a steady, reliable beacon in a cold and chaotic world. To begin cultivating this inner fire, you must become the dedicated keeper of your own hearth. The first actionable step is to build your own fire of purpose. You must be passionately engaged in something in your own life that has nothing to do with seeking a partner. This could be your career, a creative pursuit, a physical discipline, or a skill you are trying to master. Your purpose is the fuel for your fire. The more you are engaged with your own mission, the brighter and warmer your fire will burn. The second step is to practice daily stillness. Spend 5 to 10 minutes every single day in silent meditation or reflection. This practice calms the frantic, needy part of your mind and connects you with the steady, quiet core of your being. This is how you tend to the fire and keep it from sputtering out. The third step is to become a master of deep listening. In conversations, focus all your energy on understanding the other person, not on planning what you will say next. This shifts your energy from a needy, look-at-me state to a confident, present, I-see-you state, which is incredibly attractive. The benefits of cultivating this inner fire are a complete transformation of your presence. The anxious, performative energy that once defined your social interactions will be replaced by a calm, solid, and magnetic confidence. You will find that you no longer feel the pressure to be interesting, because your genuine engagement with your own life will make you inherently interesting. You will attract people who are drawn to your substance and your character, not just your surface-level performance. You become the steady fire in the great hall. You do not chase, you do not plead. You simply burn with the quiet, confident warmth of your own purpose, and you let others draw close to the light. Your practice is to identify one activity that truly fuels your inner fire. Your purpose, your passion. This week, schedule one non-negotiable block of time to dedicate solely to that activity. Feed your own fire first. A man with a powerful inner fire also possesses a sharp and discerning mind. He is not easily fooled by surface appearances. This leads to our next strategic move. Next, we will learn how to spot hidden motives instantly. To continue this journey, please subscribe to Stoic Dominion. Lesson 2. Spotting hidden motives. Instantly, imagine a grandmaster of chess. He does not only look at the immediate move his opponent makes, he looks deeper. He sees the patterns in their play, he understands the subtle strategy behind their choices, and he anticipates the traps they are setting several moves in advance. His ability to see the hidden motive behind the visible move is what makes him a master and protects him from defeat. This is the inner conflict we face in the world of dating and human interaction. We often operate with a naive sincerity, taking everything at face value. We listen to people's words, but fail to observe the deeper patterns of their character. The problem is that not everyone we meet is operating with the same level of integrity. Some people are playing games, testing boundaries, or operating from a place of deep-seated insecurity that causes them to act in manipulative or inconsistent ways. The man who cannot see beyond the surface, who cannot spot these hidden motives, is like an amateur chess player. He is constantly being checkmated by dynamics he never saw coming, leaving him feeling confused, used, and foolish. He loses the game because he never understood the strategy of his opponent. The second strategic move is to become the grandmaster of human dynamics, to learn the art of spotting hidden motives instantly. This is not about becoming a cynical or suspicious person. It is about becoming a wise and discerning one. It is the practice of applying your rational, observant mind to the behavior of others, looking for the deeper patterns that reveal their true character and intentions. The core Stoic principle here is the use of logos, or reason, as a tool for clear perception. The Stoics were not naive about human nature. They understood that people are often ruled by their passions, their fears, and their flawed judgments. A Stoic warrior, therefore, trains himself to be a keen observer. He listens to words, but he trusts only in patterns of action. He pays attention to the subtle dissonances between what a person says and what they do. This clear-eyed perception is a form of self-protection. It allows you to quickly identify who is worthy of your time and trust, and who is simply playing a game. To develop this grandmaster-level perception, you must train your mind to look for the patterns beneath the surface. The first actionable step is to become a student of character. When you meet new people, make it your mission to observe them with a quiet, analytical curiosity. How do they treat the waiter? How do they talk about their friends when they are not around? How do they handle a minor frustration? These small moments are windows into their true character. The second step is to trust in the rule of 3. One instance of a strange or negative behavior might be an accident. A second instance is a coincidence. A third instance is a pattern, and you must trust the pattern more than you trust their excuses. The third step is to ask clarifying, open-ended questions. Instead of making assumptions, you can ask questions like, "That's an interesting perspective. Can you tell me more about why you feel that way?" This invites them to reveal their underlying beliefs and motives, often without them even realizing it. The benefits of learning to spot hidden motives are a profound sense of clarity and safety in your social interactions. You will no longer be blindsided by toxic behavior or manipulation. You will develop a powerful intuition, a gut feeling, for people's character that is backed by rational observation. You will save yourself immense amounts of time and emotional energy by quickly and efficiently identifying people who are not a good fit for your life. You become the chess grandmaster, who can navigate the complex board of human relationships with confidence and skill, because he sees not just the immediate move, but the entire strategy at play. Your practice for this week is to observe one interaction between other people as if you were a detective. Ignore the surface topic and try to discern the deeper motives and dynamics at play. Once you can see the board clearly, you are ready to engage. But the Stoic way of engagement is not one of boring seriousness. It is one of wit and playfulness. all backed by a core of steel. Next, we will learn the art of witty banter with a Stoic edge. Please like this video to support our community of strategists. Lesson 3. Witty banter with Stoic edge. Imagine two master swordsmen engaged in a sparring match. They are not trying to harm each other, they are playing. Their blades dance and clash, a brilliant display of skill, speed, and intelligence. The match is light, it is fun, but beneath the playful surface, there is a deep, underlying respect and a core of immense disciplined strength. Each move is precise, controlled, and comes from a place of profound calm. Now imagine a clumsy brawler trying to do the same. He swings his sword wildly, his movements are sloppy, and his energy is anxious and aggressive. He is not playing, he is desperately trying to prove himself, and it is awkward and dangerous for everyone involved. This is the inner conflict we face when it comes to witty banter and flirtatious conversation. We know it should be a fun, light, and engaging dance. The problem is that we often engage like the clumsy brawler. We are so anxious about being witty or impressive that our banter comes across as a series of canned lines, forced jokes, or even aggressive teasing. We are not truly present and playful. We are performing a script from a place of fear, the fear of not being interesting enough. This makes the conversation feel like a stressful performance rather than a joyful connection. The third strategic move is to become the master swordsman in conversation, to learn the art of witty banter with a Stoic edge. This is the ability to be playful, sharp, and engaging, all while remaining completely grounded in your core of inner calm. The core Stoic idea here is that a mind that is free from the passion of neediness is a mind that is free to be truly creative and playful. The brawler is not playful because he is desperate for a specific outcome, to win the sparring match. The master is playful precisely because he is detached from the outcome. He is engaged in the process for the sheer joy and skill of it. Stoic banter is the same. It is not about trying to get a number or win the girl. It is about engaging in a stimulating, intelligent exchange with another human being for its own sake. Your wit comes not from a script, but from your calm, observant presence, which allows you to react to the moment with genuine cleverness. To develop this Stoic edge in your banter, you must shift your focus from performing to playing. The first actionable step is to become genuinely curious. The foundation of all good conversation is a real interest in the other person. Ask open-ended, playful questions that invite more than a one-word answer. Your goal is not to interrogate them, but to explore their mind with a sense of fun and discovery. The second step is to practice the art of making statements. Instead of asking a boring question like, "Where are you from?" you can make a playful, observational statement. "You don't seem like you're from around here." This is more engaging and invites a more interesting response. The third step is to be willing to be a little mischievous. Gently challenge her. Playfully disagree with her on a trivial matter. This creates a fun, dynamic tension and shows that you are not an overly agreeable people pleaser. It signals a confident man who is not afraid to have his own opinions. The benefits of this approach are that your conversations will become infinitely more fun, natural, and effective. You will stop feeling like you are on a stressful job interview and will start genuinely enjoying the process of getting to know someone. This playful, confident, and non-needy energy is incredibly attractive. It creates a space where a real connection, based on a meeting of two interesting minds, can actually happen. You become the master swordsman, whose sparring matches are so graceful and engaging that everyone wants to be his partner. Your practice for your next conversation is to make one playful, observational statement instead of asking a boring, factual question. Witty banter is a powerful tool, but it must be delivered from a place of genuine interest, not from a place of neediness for a specific outcome. This is a crucial distinction. Next, we will learn how to show deep interest without any attachment. Please subscribe to Stoic Dominion to sharpen your conversational blade. Lesson 4. Interest without neediness attached. Imagine a wealthy and generous patron of the arts. He visits an artist's studio because he has a genuine appreciation for her work. He is deeply interested. He asks intelligent questions. He expresses his admiration for her skill, and he is fully present with her and her art. He may or may not decide to buy a painting. His interest is genuine, but it is not attached to a specific outcome. He is not there to get something from the artist. He is there to appreciate her. Now, imagine a desperate amateur collector who sees the artist only as an investment. His interest is a performance. He asks questions not out of curiosity, but to try and get a lower price. His compliments are a tactic. His entire presence feels needy and transactional. This is the inner conflict that separates dignified flirting from needy begging. We are often taught that to show interest is to show weakness, so we play games of aloofness. Or we do the opposite, and we shower a person with an intense, outcome-focused interest that feels like pressure. The problem is that interest with a needy attachment to a specific outcome, I need you to like me back, I need this to lead to a date, is not genuine interest. It is a transaction, and it makes the other person feel like an object, a prize to be won, rather than a person to be appreciated. The fourth dominant rule is to master the art of showing deep interest without neediness attached. This is the practice of becoming the generous patron of the arts. It is the ability to give your full, undivided attention and express genuine appreciation for a person, while being completely detached from whether or not it leads to a specific outcome. The core Stoic principle here is the dichotomy of control. Showing genuine interest is an action, and it is entirely within your control. You can choose to be present, to be curious, to be appreciative. However, the other person's response, their level of interest in you, is entirely outside of your control. The man who begs for love attaches his inner peace to this uncontrollable outcome. The Stoic man finds his satisfaction in the virtuous act of showing interest itself. He does it because it is the expression of a curious, confident, and appreciative character. The outcome is irrelevant to his sense of a job well done. To cultivate this non-needy interest, you must practice focusing on the process, not the prize. The first actionable step is to enter every interaction with a mindset of appreciation. Your goal is not to get her number. Your goal is to find one thing about her that you genuinely find interesting or admirable, and to appreciate that. This shifts your energy from taking to giving. The second step is to express your interest as a simple, factual statement, not a plea. Instead of, "Can I please take you out sometime?" which is a request for validation, try a more confident statement like, "I'm enjoying this conversation. We should continue it sometime." This is an invitation from a place of equality, not a plea from a place of need. The third step is to be the one to end the conversation. A man whose time is valuable and who is not desperate for a specific outcome knows when a pleasant interaction has reached its natural conclusion. Being the first to gracefully exit often creates more intrigue than trying to prolong a conversation that has run its course. The benefits of mastering this are that you will be able to show your interest in a way that is incredibly confident and attractive. You will make the other person feel genuinely seen and appreciated, not pressured or objectified. You will be completely liberated from the fear of rejection because your goal is no longer to achieve a specific outcome. Your goal is simply to act with the character of an appreciative, confident, and curious man. You become the generous patron whose genuine interest is a rare and valuable gift, and whose presence is a pleasure, never a pressure. Your practice for your next flirtatious conversation is to set a new goal, simply to learn one genuinely interesting thing about the other person. That's it. That is the only definition of success. This kind of interaction often involves a light, playful tension. But this, too, must be done with dignity and respect. Next, we will explore the fine art of playful teasing while maintaining a respectful distance. If you are enjoying this guide, please like the video. Lesson 5. Playful teasing, respectful distance. Imagine two master swordsmen engaged in a sparring match. They are testing each other, their blades flashing in a dance of playful challenge. There are moments of light contact, a tap on the shoulder, a fight towards the heart. This is playful teasing. It is done with a high level of skill, with a deep-seated respect for the opponent, and with no intention to cause actual harm. The goal is to test the other's skill and to create a fun, dynamic exchange. Now imagine if one of the swordsmen suddenly lunged forward with a full-force malicious strike, aiming to wound. The playful spar would be over, the trust would be broken. This is the inner conflict we face with the powerful tool of teasing. Used skillfully, it is a fantastic way to build rapport and create attraction. The problem is that most men are clumsy swordsmen. Their teasing often comes from a place of insecurity and crosses the line into genuine criticism or insult. It is a jab that is designed to lower her status to make him feel more powerful. This is not playful, it is aggressive. It does not build attraction, it destroys safety and trust. It is the clumsy, malicious lunge that ends the dance. The fifth dominant rule is to master the art of playful teasing while maintaining a respectful distance. This is the ability to create a fun, challenging dynamic without ever being cruel, disrespectful, or causing genuine offense. It is the habit of the master swordsman who knows the difference between a playful tap and a harmful strike. The core Stoic principle here is justice, which includes a profound respect for the dignity of others. A Stoic knows that his wit should never be used as a weapon to harm. Playful teasing, done correctly, is not about making fun of the person, but about having fun with the person. It is a sign of intelligence and social calibration. The respectful distance is the understanding that you are teasing a specific behavior or a trivial opinion, not their core identity. You are tapping their shield, not stabbing their heart. This shows that you are a man of high character who is safe to play with. To become a master of this art, you must be guided by respect and empathy. The first actionable step is to always tease from a place of warmth and with a smile. Your body language and tone of voice must clearly communicate that your intention is playful, not malicious. 90% of teasing is in the delivery. The second step is to make yourself the primary target of the humor. The most charming and high-value form of teasing is self-deprecating. By making fun of yourself, you show that you don't take yourself too seriously, which is a sign of immense confidence. The third step is to carefully observe her reaction. If your playful tease does not result in a smile or a playful counter-tease from her, you have likely crossed a line. A master swordsman immediately recognizes this and backs off with grace. You can say, "Too far? My apologies," and then smoothly change the subject. This shows that you are attuned to her feelings and respect her boundaries. The benefits of mastering this skill are the ability to create a deeply attractive and engaging conversational dynamic. You will be able to move beyond boring, polite, interview-style conversations and into a realm of fun, memorable, and flirtatious interaction. You will demonstrate that you are a socially intelligent man who is confident, playful, and, most importantly, safe. You become the master swordsman whose sparring sessions are so fun and so skillful that everyone wants to be his partner, knowing they will be challenged, entertained, and always respected. Your practice is to think of one small, self-deprecating joke you can make the next time you are in a social situation. Practice poking fun at yourself, not at others. Of course, no matter how skillful your dance, sometimes the other person will simply not want to dance with you. This is where a true man's dignity is tested. Next, we will explore how to turn the pain of rejection into a catalyst for your own self-growth. Please subscribe to Stoic Dominion to continue your mastery. Lesson 6. Rejection. As self-growth catalyst, imagine a master blacksmith forging a new sword. He pulls the red-hot steel from the fire and places it on the anvil. Then he strikes it with a heavy hammer. This blow is a form of rejection. It is a powerful, painful force that is fundamentally reshaping the metal. An ordinary piece of iron might shatter under this blow. But the blacksmith knows that this hammer blow, this rejection, is the most important part of the process. It is this impact that drives out the impurities, that compacts the steel, and that ultimately transforms it into an unbreakable blade. The hammer is not the enemy, it is the catalyst. This is the inner conflict we face with the painful blow of rejection. We are the steel, and the no is the hammer. Our instinct is to see this blow as a final verdict on our worth. We feel shattered, we feel diminished, and we see the experience as a purely negative, destructive event. The problem is that this mindset makes us brittle. It makes us afraid of the hammer. We become so terrified of being rejected that we stop putting ourselves in the fire, we stop taking risks, and we stop growing. We choose to remain a soft, untested piece of iron for fear of the very process that was meant to make us strong. The sixth dominant rule is to become both the blacksmith and the steel, to learn to see rejection as a self-growth catalyst. This is the unbreakable habit of reframing rejection from a verdict into a valuable, if painful, lesson. The core Stoic principle here is that every adversity is an opportunity for virtue. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." A rejection is a powerful impediment. A Stoic warrior does not let this obstacle defeat him. He uses it. He sees the hammer blow of rejection not as a statement about his current worth, but as a priceless diagnostic tool that reveals a weakness, a flaw in his technique, or a misunderstanding in his approach. He does not curse the hammer. He is grateful for the information it has provided, because it shows him exactly where he needs to focus his efforts to become stronger. He knows that the strongest swords are the ones that have been hammered the most. To become this alchemist of rejection, you must have a clear protocol for post-rejection analysis. The first actionable step, after you have calmly and with dignity accepted the rejection, is to give yourself a moment to feel the sting. Do not suppress the initial pain. Acknowledge it. But then your job is to shift from the emotional brain to the analytical brain. The second step is to ask the blacksmith's question. What impurity did this hammer blow reveal? Look at the interaction with ruthless honesty. Was I needy? Was I not listening? Was my banter disrespectful? Did I fail to build a connection? Look for the flaw in your own technique, not to blame yourself, but to improve yourself. The third step is to extract one specific actionable lesson. The lesson is, I need to be a better listener. The lesson is, I came on too strong. Then immediately create a plan to work on that specific skill. The rejection has just given you your curriculum for your own self-improvement. The benefits of this approach are that you will become truly fearless in your social interactions. The fear of rejection, which holds so many men captive, will lose its power over you because you will no longer see it as a negative outcome. You will see it as a guaranteed opportunity for growth. You will become a man who is constantly learning, adapting, and improving. Your social skills and your character will develop at an incredible rate. You become the master blacksmith, who is not afraid of the fire or the hammer, because he knows that these are the very tools he will use to forge himself into a man of unbreakable, tempered steel. Your practice is to look back at your last rejection. Instead of replaying the pain, ask yourself, what was the one single most valuable lesson that hammer blow was trying to teach me? When you have mastered all these skills, you have moved beyond the realm of tactics. You have created a new way of being. In our final lesson, we will explore the mastery of emotional flirtation, the final state of dignified grace. Please like and share this video to help others forge their own strength. Lesson 7. Mastery over emotional flirtation. Imagine a master dancer who has so deeply internalized his art that he no longer thinks about the individual steps. He does not think, now I will do this turn, now I will do that dip. He simply feels the music and moves with a fluid, effortless, and captivating grace. His dance is a pure, joyful expression of his own mastered skill. He is not performing the dance. He has become the dance. This is the final stage of our journey into the art of Stoic flirtation. The inner conflict is that even with all the best tools and techniques, our interactions can still feel a bit mechanical. We can feel like we are running a script or following the rules. We are still the dancer who is consciously thinking about his feet. The problem is that while this is a necessary stage of learning, it is not the final one. True mastery, true grace, is achieved only when the rules have been so deeply integrated that they become your natural, unconscious way of being. It is the point where your dignified, attractive behavior is no longer a conscious effort, but a simple and authentic expression of the man you have become. The final, dominant rule is to achieve mastery over emotional flirtation. This is the culmination of all the previous lessons. It is the point where the habits dissolve into your character. The core Stoic goal here is to live a life of eudaimonia, or human flourishing, where your actions flow effortlessly and virtuously from your well-ordered mind. A master of Stoic flirtation is not trying to be calm, he is calm. He is not trying to be detached, he is detached. He is not trying to be a man of value, he simply is one. His witty banter, his respectful teasing, his confident presence, these are not techniques he is deploying. They are the natural overflow of his own inner state, the spontaneous music of a well-tuned soul. He has so thoroughly practiced the art of being the lighthouse, the king, the blacksmith, and the master dancer that he has simply become them. This final stage of integration is a lifelong pursuit, but it is achieved by making your practice your identity. The first actionable step is to move from doing to being. This means seeing every social interaction, no matter how small, as an opportunity to simply be your most centered, virtuous, and authentic self. Let go of the need for a specific outcome. Your only goal is to express the character you have built. The second step is to find the joy in the dance itself. Learn to love the process of conversation, of connection, of playful banter for its own sake. When you are truly having fun, from a grounded and genuine place, you are at your most attractive. This joy is contagious. The third step is to trust your training. After you have diligently practiced all these lessons, you must eventually have the confidence to let go of the rulebook and simply trust your new, well-honed instincts. Your character will guide you. The benefits of this final mastery are a life of authentic, effortless, and deeply enjoyable social connection. The anxiety and pressure of flirting will completely disappear, replaced by a sense of playful, confident engagement with the world. You will find that you attract the right people into your life with ease, not through effort, but through the sheer magnetic force of your own well-ordered and joyful character. You become the master dancer, whose movements are so graceful, so confident, and so authentic that he captivates the entire room without a single moment of strain. He is not just executing the steps, he is the embodiment of the music itself. Your final practice is a commitment. It is to let go of the idea of flirting as a separate, scary activity, and to instead see every conversation as a simple opportunity to be the calm, respectful, and valuable man you have worked so hard to become. To flirt without losing dignity is to engage with others from a place of profound self-worth and inner peace. Your calm is your confidence, your detachment is your strength, and your unwavering character is your ultimate, irresistible charm. Thank you for your dedication to this journey of self-mastery. The work of building a mind at peace with itself is the only work that can ever lead to a life of true and lasting connection. If this guide has provided you with value, please like the video, comment with the lesson that was most impactful for you, and subscribe to Stoic Dominion for more wisdom on the path to an unshakable life.